fun topic, I would say, for me, of somebody yelling at us.
We don't
and,
get those. Never.
uh,
Never.
and how we kind of handle these and not let these things stress us out too much, because at the end of the day, I'm working nonstop with regards to this aspect of
Yeah, he's
eBay.
always communicating with people, and I ship and list
I want to say
and
on
shop.
average, we're getting like 5 messages a day.
Yeah.
On about average, 3 to 5 messages. That's probably pretty accurate. But
I get so emotional. I can't even deal with it. It makes me like go on this roller coaster of, oh, they're so nice. Oh my gosh, I can't believe they're saying that.
yeah,
So he's way more level-headed. Can just read between the lines of what they actually want and get to the point. I am not that way.
and we have 15 sales, so sales are still
Coming through.
flowing at a really good rate. So no complaints there.
Happy.
But my name is Aaron.
I'm Amber.
And
Welcome.
we are full-time resellers. We go live Monday through Thursday. So if this is something of interest to you, be sure to subscribe to see more.
Yes, follow along.
But for the topic today, so we got a message from an eBay buyer. Okay, the item that they're messaging on is a jump starter cable thing
system.
that is in like new condition. We got this from the
Bargain
hunt. So these items are returned. So it's like they opened the box. They decided they didn't want it.
I mean, sometimes they send back used stuff, but we
Correct.
don't buy those. We buy the things that are
Well, we would if it was a really
decent
expensive
condition. I'm not buying a used
item.
bidet. Is what
No,
always
no.
comes in my head. Like there are nasty things that come.
So
Not this one.
this comment came in. Good afternoon. I see that you're selling the Noco Genuine
All
GB40
caps, no co.
for $69, and it's used. That's the key word. It's not brand new. It's used. You should be selling it for cheaper price, like $35 or $40. Look at this, my friend. See this? Look. Same Noco GB40 for $42. eBay is to find good deals, cheaper deals, not expensive like yours. And then he sends me a snapshot of a sold comp that went
bid on
via auction, which if you are on eBay, you know that auctions generally will receive a lower result than what you would sell for if you were to just put it as a buy it now. So that's not an accurate comp. Also,
Right.
this is not like a super high demand product.
Yeah.
And at first I was like,
Let me look at the comps.
I was,
Or were you just like, what the hey?
no, at first I was like, okay, well, I'm not selling to you regardless. So that's not going to
You're
happen.
rude.
But now the way I realized with the algorithm is if you have unresponded to messages, it will deem that like you're not active and it might push down your listing. So I have to respond with something to this person before I block them, because the end result is I'm going to block this person.
We don't want you as our customer. Thank you.
This customer is going to lead into issues.
Yeah.
There's
I don't
just no way to.
understand when you approach somebody like this and you're just hateful. Like,
Yeah.
There's a nice way you could say it. Hey, I just saw this sold for this price. Would you consider price matching? I mean, we'd consider it. It would be an option maybe. Like, we wouldn't just block you. But now you come out with all these all caps yelling at us through a text message like, no thanks. Goodbye. Go shop somewhere else.
Yeah, go find somebody else. So
I don't see how he ever gets a good result from that.
There isn't a good result. That's somebody that's just frustrated. The way I look at it is they're frustrated that they didn't get the auction one, and then
for the price they wanted. They probably wanted it cheaper than that, and they got outbid.
No, they just got sniped last minute.
Yeah.
And maybe they were willing to go up to $50, but they couldn't. And they're frustrated based on their experience, and then they go to another a seller that has the same item, and then they just dump it out on us. And it's like, no, okay, you do whatever. So at the end of the day, I responded, I'll pass, block, and then moved on, because I'm not gonna.
We don't want you looking at our stuff anymore. I
want. They're not going to be my buyer in any way, shape, or form. I don't want somebody that's going to be emotional.
They're going to get an item, something's going to be like off, and they're just going to blast you all over.
Yeah, and so happy to be done with that. I did think about having like a longer diatribe. Like I think I'm doing just fine on eBay, but I
Yeah,
was
like
like,
having
no,
dialogue with him. He's already like off his rocker, so
it's
you might
not.
as well just cut ties and move on.
There's no winning in that
Because there's just too
situation.
much mental time being spent on someone that has no positivity
And
going
it's
on.
not going to lead to a sale because I'm going to block you anyway.
And it's one thing if they've already purchased something from us and they get something and they're hot-headed sending a comment.
Yeah.
You're already having to work with them. So in that sense, you have to try to calm the situation down, like spray some cold water on it.
Yeah.
Like diffuse the situation. He's good at that. I am not.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, anyways, what has been your craziest interaction with an eBay customer
Yeah.
if you sell?
Yeah. So
Be interesting to see.
we will jump into our first sale. We have a Magic Quest wand. We don't buy these anymore unless they're like super unique.
I know. I always buy them.
Yeah, you need to stop. And that's why I'm saying we don't buy these anymore
Okay.
unless they're unique.
Hey, girl, quit it.
$8.55 plus shipping on that one. It's not worth the time. It takes, so basically you have to use Google Lens to try to identify it, see what it is. And if I'm getting $8 to do all this work, it's not worth it. Like my hourly rate on that was probably like $15.
Minimum wage. Sometimes you got to take it.
No, you don't.
It's okay.
You could say no and pass. And
Noted.
not
Noted.
deal with it. And I also
Unless
think
it's a unique one. How will I know the difference?
like it's like colorful. This is just bland looking. Like,
Okay.
no, thank you. No, thank you. This is probably one of our oldest items in our store.
This was my dad's.
It's a Sharper Image noise canceling headphones. And the funny thing is the picture had, and I'm going to open this up so I can kind of show it. It showed the headphones like this, but I never showed like the bottom sides of it,
Yeah.
to, like the actual, and they're in great condition. There's no issues, and your dad has everything is in immaculate
yeah.
condition. Like you get
Yeah.
stuff, we get stuff from your
Brandon.
dad, and it's like, did you use
Did
this?
you use this? No.
Did you use
Perfect.
this?
Thank
No?
you. I
Okay.
have no worries about anything he gives us.
$19.89 plus shipping on the noise canceling.
I have
headphones.
a question. Have you seen the viral videos of the people that have played video games too long with these type headsets? Not this one, this is a noise canceling one, but the headsets, the bands that go across, and then they take it off and their head's indented. Is that a filter people are doing, or is that legit happening? Let me know. Have you seen that? I just saw it the other day, and I was like, oh my gosh, if this is happening where people's heads are getting caved in from their headsets, I want to say it's a filter. I don't want to think that
I don't
that's
know
a
what
real
you're
thing.
talking about and where are you at on YouTube
I don't know.
that you're
Down the
getting
rabbit hole.
fed indented heads.
Indented head. I'm gonna see. I want to see if it's real or
Man,
not.
I don't even know what to say to that. So
That
we're
would
just
be
gonna
spending
keep
too
moving.
much time
Yes.
with a headset on your head.
I was gonna
is
say
what
too
I'm
much
saying.
time on the internet for you.
For me as
Yes.
well. If I'm getting that.
Uggs. These are ankle suede sheepskin
Yeah.
studded wood platforms.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get all the keywords
And you know,
here.
it still has like that fuzzy stuff on the inside.
$12.95 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing.
They're in great condition, but clearly not one to pick up.
What do you mean?
They're $12.95.
No, $29.95.
20. Okay, no, never mind.
That's fine.
Scratch that.
This is the game we're gonna play of Will This Get Returned?
Oh no.
All right, so I put new other, and it said that open damaged box.
Have you opened it?
I never opened it.
Why?
I don't know why.
There's tape.
I know there's
You
tape.
said you don't
For
know
whatever
why?
reason, when I was doing this, I was just like, oh, okay, they didn't open it all the way.
I don't think that's a good idea. I think
I
we
don't.
need to open it before
Well,
we ship it.
I don't think so because we sold it as open box.
Hey, there could be something, not even a mug in there.
Okay. Well, so
We're going to open this before we ship it.
okay.
It just has to happen.
Well, why don't you just open it now?
Okay.
Why not? We're
I
on
mean,
camera,
it
we're
feels
live.
right.
It feels right. That's what I'm saying. Now you see what I was
I
dealing
do
with when I
see.
was listing this item.
But that's clearly not the tape that they would use. All right, we're opening this.
But the item sold for $29.95. It's
I didn't know it was open. Come at you hot with my
Oh
knife.
gosh, you about cut me, everybody. I mean, would that not be good video for
No, they'd
me
probably
just
ban
bleeding
us.
out,
They'd
bleeding
ban
out?
us for
A
violence.
woman kills husband on
Okay, okay.
YouTube Live.
I think it's brand new. Look. All right. I think they never used it.
All right. So we're playing.
Never used. never
Will it be
used.
returned? And you feel confident that it
It's
will
not going to be returned.
Okay. So we're gonna pass today, and we will beat the net. Will it be returned game? And I'm glad I waited till now because I was like wondering. Well, you could just tape it back. It was taped in the picture.
Listen, I wanted to be sure. I didn't want to send them something that wasn't labeled. Like it could have been something bad. And we wouldn't have known.
We picked up this nice Nike dry fit hat. I want to say at a thrift store, and this sold fairly quickly with a lot of action and interest. $19.89 plus shipping for this camo dry fit hat.
There we go. We're back.
Back to the same condition it was. So
I just had to check. I'm not shipping something I don't know what it is.
next up we have the dress, where I
Oh.
don't know where you put that.
I have the dress. This is one of my early listings. It didn't even have a label. It was in our closet. And what did it sell for?
$8 plus shipping, sold via promoted listing.
So, don't get it. It's a Kim Rogers dress. There's just so much clothes out there. You really just have to find those brands that hold value.
Yeah.
These do not.
All right. Next up, this one is kind of also in the will it get returned, because
I'm not opening that one. I'm confident that's the...
you think
what
this
it
is
is.
the original
Yes,
seal
I
and they
do.
never opened it. Only
Correct.
reason why I say is
Yeah, I think that's
okay.
normal.
That's the way it's supposed to be. This is ARP bolts and studs.
Main bolt kit.
Main bolt kit
that's what it sounds
for
like.
a Ford,
Some kind of car.
some kind of car. Anyways, the seal is not fully broken on this. We picked
got
this
that.
up at a garage sale this
Okay.
weekend.
You
and
must. Oh, yeah.
paid
This
$5
was that one with the card.
with the fake card.
Yes.
So we got a lot of really good inventory. That's
We
why
did.
it's not even anything to be
No,
like
and you
stressing
didn't
about.
pay a lot of money for it.
No, $5 on that. We sold for $35 plus shipping, and again, took no effort or work, and it sold really quickly. So that's always good for your store as well.
Dun, dun, dun. Worst thing to ship today is...
The thing that always sells. If you find a working in good condition Guitar Hero guitar of any sort, these will sell if they are in good working condition and complete, which if they need a dongle or not. This one doesn't need a dongle. It has wired cables, and this one is a little bit more desirable because I think it's a bit more rare because it is a wired version that goes for the 360. So I paired it with a game,
Yep.
and this sold for $99.95 plus shipping.
A little note about the guitars. We have sold a guitar before without a game with it, and the person messaged us, it's not working, and it was because that version guitar only worked with certain games.
So some guitars have a compatibility aspect to it, and I do think that is probably why it's a good reason to
I know.
good reason to add a game with it that you know is compatible with it, because then you're not going to have to deal with anything on the
Yeah.
back end. So I
Researching.
literally tested this guitar with this game, so I know for sure this
Yes.
works with this guitar.
Right.
There are some guitars that are only compatible with certain versions on certain systems, and in which case, if you don't have the right system, it's not going to work.
Yeah,
So
a little thing
and there's
to look
like this
out
big
for.
like guitar wiki community that you can go to that'll literally tell you what games each guitar is compatible with.
That's cool.
Makes it a little bit easier, and you're
a
not
Google for guitars.
Yeah. Next up, we have
A wrestler.
we'll play the game of can you guess it
No.
if you're a big fan.
Not
Can you guess who this is? And time's up. This is Damien Sandow.
Never heard of him.
He was with Chris Jericho around this time. $7 plus shipping. That was
It's
when he
in
had his best run.
Great condition.
It is. First media that we've sold that's
Yeah.
coming up. We have a couple media today that did sell. This one is Spec Ops, the line premium edition. This is one to actually be on the lookout for because it sold for good money. $34 plus shipping. This one is complete inbox, and it sold really quickly. Had a ton of
I've never
interest.
seen that one.
I've never seen it either.
Premium edition too. Includes FUBAR pack.
No, I don't think
That's what it says on the
Whoa.
box. Well, this might be a return then.
No, I'm not worried about that. Because the game is so desirable, they're
Okay.
not going to return it, and they got it for a good price.
Okay.
But $34 plus shipping on that one. This is the item that we have the most of in our store.
Yes, we do. Quantity.
This is a Red Pop Fizz Skylander Giants Mini promo figure. So this is a GameStop exclusive, and we have like 30 of those.
We have all that.
It's going to take years for us to sell all of them.
They're not flying off the shelf, I can tell you that.
Sold for $7.13.
They need to make a movie on Pop Fizz, please.
Make a Red Pop Fizz, specific
Yes.
Red Pop Fizz Skylander
Yes,
movie
I
where
need you to do that.
he is the main character and everybody wants
Let's put
one.
that in the world. Google, make a movie. Red Pop Fizz, it will be a hit.
Next up, we sold a digital camera, Nikon Coolpix. This is a purple one. We got this one where we got
Purple.
the nice Mortal Kombat
Look
thing.
how pretty.
And it is in excellent condition. So the person that's getting this is going to love this camera. $79.95 plus shipping on that camera. And I mean, we paid $50, I think, for everything that they had there.
Yeah, this was only 20.
Oh, you paid 20 for that?
Yeah.
Oh, you did pay. So you paid for that separate from
I mean,
the...
and then we bundled things with it, so I don't know what she ended
Okay.
up taking a discount on.
Well, I thought it was the same one we got the Mortal Kombat.
It is.
Okay. But, okay. Well, either way, 20 or less, we did fine.
What did you say?
I thought it was part of the bundle where we got
It was
everything
the
for
bundle.
50.
But you added more stuff into it.
Oh, okay.
So then we bundled.
So another
Does
game to be
anybody
on the
else
lookout
do that? If he picks up something, I pick up something, we do a bulk discount, I always deduct the money off of my items. So I have spent less on mine, you've paid full price.
for. Yeah, and who's the one that negotiates?
I do sometimes.
Most of the time, who
Most
does
of the time you do.
Yeah.
But
Okay, who gets the better deals?
hey, who asks for video games more?
You have been, yeah.
Yes.
But I also think she comes across as like less invasive. If I come to say it, it's not going to be as
Well, if you
well
ask,
received.
it's like you're for sure a reseller.
Yeah.
If I ask, it's I'm looking for my kids.
Yeah.
They want video
'Cause you're
games.
the sweet mom that they
Well, I
want
mean,
to
it's
bring their
true,
games out
but-
for.
It does have an advantage.
Another great video game that sold for good money, and a lot of these are in this series, so you're always wanting to look out for Need for Speed. Not all of them are great,
Right.
but this is an example of one that is really rare and sought after. $52 plus shipping for this video game. And we got that with the Spec Op ones.
Yeah.
The Spec Op ones that sold earlier. And we paid $100 for that entire lot and had 3 systems.
Oh, that was that
and
one.
all
Okay,
that. So
yeah.
just
And
getting a
these were
couple
things
games.
He didn't even have out.
Yeah.
We asked if he had video games. He's like, actually, I do.
I have them all.
I have everything.
Yeah.
All the games, all the systems. And he brings out, we're like, where's the rest?
Yeah. I thought you said you had everything.
But we'll
This
take
is-
it.
Next-
But we thought there was more.
Next up, we have Toby Mac CD. I'm kind of surprised to see we actually saw Toby Mac in concert.
We did.
Um,
At the State Fair.
Yeah, stay fair. $18.95
Long
plus
time ago.
shipping on the Toby Mac CD. I'm just surprised to see that sold for that much, and it sold
Yeah.
really quickly.
It's a deluxe edition, honey. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 extra songs.
There you go. And last sale of the day sold just while we were getting this all up and running.
Zelda.
Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, $13 plus shipping, and this one is literally going somewhere where we can drop it off ourselves if we wanted to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's going
Local.
to Whitmire.
Oh, that's hilarious.
So,
Special delivery.
so
Yeah,
yeah,
that's really cool.
15 items today,
Gold.
15 items yesterday.
Yes.
What else?
I listed 20 items yesterday, and that's not all the ones I went through. There were like 10 that I decided not worth listing.
I think I listed 4.
I beat him.
She was carrying the weight. Although I'm pretty sure I probably listed higher money
I'm
amount
sure.
because I was doing I was working and getting through all the DS stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then I did also get through. So we had a big box that we still had from Wisconsin that had a bunch of stuff that we thought was.
Oh, right.
It wasn't the actual.
Oh, no.
No,
But could you sell the box?
I sold. No, because it wasn't in demand enough.
Oh.
So, I did pull one
It
item
was-
worth selling.
It was like a free box with a bunch of little toys in it.
And it was. We thought it might have been the set that
The
was
actual set
on the
that was-
box.
yeah.
but it was actually mostly like miscellaneous Hot Wheels parts.
Right.
So there was one that was worth listing that I
Mm-hmm.
listed for 20 plus shipping, but everything else was not,
Well, that was a big item in the car we could have not got, but
Correct.
it was free, so it's hard to pass that up.
Yeah,
But
still
if
not
we
the
would
worst
have
item.
done more looking into the box on one of the days that we reviewed the trunk,
Yeah.
we could have maybe.
Well, these are all things you got to learn
Yeah.
As you go, but
It was still a very successful trip.
Yep.
And this weekend, Peachtree 23.
Yep.
So he has like everything downstairs except for that massive TV that we got all listed. So we have a whole clear spot for more inventory.
Yeah, so I feel like we finally caught up.
Yes.
We do not have a death pile.
I still have a death pile.
Yeah.
But it's like half of what I had.
But I'm done and through all of my death pile items.
I'm
and
like
finally
over
caught
here
up.
looking at a bunch of random things you could
well,
get rid of.
that's what I'm going to be looking at. So I don't really look at this
I
as
do.
death pile for me.
I definitely do.
So
Can we pan the camera?
no, we can't. I don't want to lose
Anyways.
anything.
I'm shipping. I'm probably got to cook something. And then I got to finish listing some stuff. What are you doing?
So I will be working around in my little area to clean up. I'm going to probably be throwing away a lot of stuff.
Maybe let's set a goal that we can pan the camera.
No.
Like, that's your goal. Like, it's able to be seen.
No, first of all, it makes you think that I actually care that it doesn't look nice and clean around my listing area right now. It doesn't bother me at all.
Drives me crazy. But then there's probably stuff in here you could list, but you can't tell.
Well,
because
so there's
it's
some
messy.
items. So for example, like I have a camera over here. I don't have a charger for the battery to test it.
Okay.
And I've tried to use some of these other batteries that I have, battery chargers that I have around here, and none of them work.
What about cameras that we already have listed? And you could try it with their batteries.
I mean, maybe, but we sell them so quickly that they don't ever last.
We just have one right here. Do you want to try this one?
That is what is that
Nikon
version? Okay.
Anyways, this is just random fodder that we're talking about.
Nikon Coolpix.
It might work.
It probably won't, but.
Okay. What else you doing? So we're just cleaning up.
Yeah, it's prepping.
We don't have that many listings still available. I'm making a mess. For the month. So really you can't list a whole lot anyways. Right?
Yeah, we do. We still have quite a few, if I'm not mistaken. We are down to 109.
Oh, okay.
And that's with 3 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that does include stuff that's going to be auto done. So I'm not going to be able to do any delist, relist, and stuff like
I'm wondering, are those 109 that I can actually list, or are those like I've got to kind of pace myself? Make some drafts. Like how many are going to be rolling?
I'll be able to calculate that.
Okay.
And what's going to count against us
Give me a limit.
what's not.
5.
Sorry to disappoint you, but even in those situations, you can do drafts.
Didn't we just talk about this? Where we sold so much, like, was right at the time that our subscription was ending.
Yeah.
That's a theory out there.
Our subscription is yearly.
Yeah.
And
the day before is when we had so many.
Well, so we got an email saying that our subscription is up for renewal.
Yeah.
And it's June 1st.
Okay.
Which you could say
it's still now.
Yeah.
Which we still have a higher volume than normal. We'll let you know if by June 1st or 2nd we dip. That's what's happening.
Yeah. So that's when the renewal will come through.
So we'll see.
But other than that, I think that is it.
All right. To work we go.
Yep.
You guys shut it off.
Take care, everybody.
See y'all tomorrow.